welcome. Today is another author spotlight, and I'm Judy Baker, book marketing mentor, and I have the privilege of having Janine Bolon with me, and she is going to tell us about her book, and I'm going to ask her a few more questions, and then we'll find out how you can get in touch with Janine. Janine, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, and tell us the title of your book.
The title of the book is Author Podcasting: How to Be a Standout Guest and Take Your Book on Virtual Tour. And I love what Judy has been able to do. She helps you with the marketing and everything. And why should you need a book like this when you have somebody as amazing as a Miss Judy Baker in your life? Because I'm a professional podcaster. And so I'm showing you the other side. So what Judy can do is help you really embellish your message, how to really tell your story in a good way. I come along with author podcasting and say, and this is how you talk to us geeks with the headphones that spend all our time in the digital world. This is how you can help serve us so that we can help in turn make Judy's job just a little bit easier, because you're doing things in accordance to not only what Judy offers you and helps you out with, but then you're also serving your podcasters, and they will love to have you back on when you help them help you.
Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. Are there 3 books out there that you might say are similar to yours?
There are several books out there that are similar to mine, and I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. Pick a book, physically read it and implement it. I think that's the key thing. Is as authors, you guys are so good at writing your message. You're good at getting your words down and expressing yourself and sharing your message. But then sometimes when you get on the microphone, you kind of seize up. So I really have no preference on whose book you buy. Of course, I would prefer you to buy mine, of course. But at the same time, if you already have a book out there that talks to you about how to do that, but are they bringing it to you as a marketing person, or were they professional podcasters? To just give you a little authority, all right? I've been in radio since 1987. I was started in high school. I am currently running 4 podcast programs on 47 different internet platforms. We are on 3 radio stations. I have a team of 7 teams, so it's a massive team that helps me with pre and post-production of your work. We have social media people, there's 3 of them, who help promote the work once you're on one of our shows. So I would say when you decide who you want to go with, make sure there's somebody who's truly in the business, has been in the business and watched all the changes through 2020, and isn't just a lead magnet book for somebody. Now, my book is definitely a lead magnet. I will own that. I definitely want you to get into my programs. Why? Because I'm an author that has written 11 books. And I want you to be able to sell your books well. Judy can help you with the marketing, making sure you get your message out there. What does my book do? It does the other side. It helps you get the media kit rolling. It makes sure that your author platform is ready to receive organic traffic. It lets you know where those people are coming from. And I have a lot of free stuff I just like to give out to people. So there you go.
Oh my gosh. Well, because you're a professional and because you are both a podcaster and an author, I can see so much value for people to embrace what you have to tell them. And I'm just curious, how did you get into this line of work?
It was totally accidental. Do you know how you stumble into something, you happen to be really good at it, and then people start throwing money your way so you can do it for them? That is what that is totally what happened.
I love that to happen.
It's true. It's totally what happened. I've been in radio since 1987, but we were part of what we called the audio bloggers. I don't know if you know this, before podcasting, we were called podcasters. We were audio bloggers because you had all these blogs going off everywhere. When you went verbal with Blog Talk Radio, that was the first major platform that went international where you could actually do verbal files. And then all of a sudden, what was lovely was all these people who love audiobooks, but remember back in the day, it was like on cassette tapes or CDs, right? We were still in that era when we were audio bloggers. They loved us because they learned in an audio way. And so that was one of the things that I really saw, that 20% of my readership really were audio learners. So I started catering to that. And that's how I kind of got into podcasting was literally due to my readers who were like, Janine, I love the way your voice sounds. When are you going to do audiobooks? I had no interest in doing audiobooks or voiceover. They're like, I just want to click on your files and just go to sleep listening to your voice. And I was like, oh, that was so sweet. But at the same time, I had no interest. So I decided I would help both people. I would help my readers, but I also help other authors. And so I have a passion for that, right? I've written so many of my own books, made so many of my own mistakes. And so people say, so Janine, what do you do? And I say, I sell mistakes. And they look at me and they're like, what? I'm like, I have made so many mistakes. I have paid excessive amounts of money. And would you like to save $20,000? Because that's how much my mistakes cost me. And people start to listen. So that's what I like to share with people.
Oh my gosh. This is just your latest book, that we're talking about, but this is something I really want to hit home with. And I know that you know it and I know it, but a lot of new authors don't. How does your book serve your business?
Right. Exactly. How does your book serve your business? So, one of the things that Judy will be glad to tell you if you take one of her programs is before that book is even finished, what are you doing? You are building your author platform. You are making sure people can find you in all kinds of different ways. And you make sure that it is easy for them to use the hyperlinks, whether you're on KDP, you have an ebook, or you're printing a printed copy of a book. Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that people can type in and find you, because that's one of the beautiful things about organic traffic is you don't have to pay for it. So yeah, make use of it.
Oh, I love it. Well, you have an empire, but how could we?
Shall we play the Darth Vader music? Is that what I'm hearing now? Star Wars is coming to mind.
Exactly, not the Death Star, but how could we help get your message out there? Who would you like us to help you reach?
I'm actually very much focused on first-time authors because they frequently don't have an author platform. They don't even know, like the book that I'm writing now. I write a book a year, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. I write a book a year, and the book that I'm writing for 2023, because I've already got 2022 in the bag. So 2023, I'm writing is called 99 Authors, where I talk to 99 authors in a variety of different genres, and we all talk about the marketing mistakes we've made, which is why I'm interested in you, Judy. But when we were in the green room, Judy's like, okay, well, at some point we need to get on and talk. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to mention this on the radio show. On the show is that I'm doing this 99 author book, and it's so veteran authors like Judy and others can actually say, this is the mistake I made, and this is how much it costs. This is another mistake I made, and this is how much it costs. And this mistake I made, and this is how much it costs. So that we give a value-added book. And then I'm going to run around to a bunch of publishers. See, I am tying it into the question you asked. How can we help? And it's like, how can you help me? Then I want to go to every single independent publisher, every big name publisher with that book and say, I will license this in your name, but you need to give this to your first-time authors, because at the very top of that book is, yes, exclamation point. You must be the one to market your book, period.
Oh, amen. Amen. People who think they can just hire somebody to do it, yeah, no. People buy you. They buy who you are. They buy your just unique way of, seeing the world. And it's not about having some artificial little formula over here. It really has to, I really do feel this. It has to come from your heart.
It totally is true. And that's why I love working with people like yourself, because yeah, I hire people like Judy all the time. And there's usually very segmented reasons why I'm hiring them. And it's usually for short periods of time to get me to the next project, because I don't know about you other authors, but hey, it's all, life is a project. What is the current project you're working on, right? And that's what makes me the happiest. If I don't have a project, it's like, I'm not living. I need to be like, I need a target. I need to be working on something, having fun, goofing off, sharing with people like you and your community. I mean, this is what makes it fun, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I know that people are going to want to get in touch with you, Janine. So how can they do that?
There's two super easy ways. The first way is you can go on to LinkedIn. I spend more time there than I do on Facebook. So go on to LinkedIn and look me up, Janine Bolon. You'll see the red jacket. You'll see you'll see all the stuff. It's a very old jacket. I've had it for 20 years. I've had so many pictures taken in it. So I just like to share that with you. The other one, and what will happen if you connect with me on LinkedIn, please let my team know, because I don't literally hang out on LinkedIn. My team does. So my team will pick up. And if you say, yes, I heard you on the Judy Baker show, right? Heard you there, then they will immediately notify me, or they will send you a link so that you can connect with me and we can have a 15-minute chat. Because if you were on listening to this show, then Judy and I want to be able to help you and support you. So either call Judy or call myself, and if you're already a client of Judy's, then you already know how to get a hold of her. But the thing is she and I are team players. We totally love helping authors, and we know exactly where our boundaries are. I always let people know, nope, not that kind of coach. Can't help you. Let me find somebody who can. Judy and I are very upfront about that. We are not going to take you down that lane, because we've been taken ourselves down lanes we didn't want to go. So we won't do it to you.
Oh my gosh, that is just so true. And I want everyone to pay attention to what Janine did during this entire conversation. She was fun, she was friendly. You could hear her, you can see her. She knows the deal. But you know what? We all start where we start, and we get better every single time we do a conversation, we have a new meeting, and we share with people. And I'm just so thrilled that I could have you on with me today. You are definitely an author in the spotlight. And I know that the listeners and viewers are going to be able to benefit from what you have to share with them. So I appreciate your time today. And if you want to be an author in the spotlight, please reach out, and you can do that on my website, which is bookmarketingmentor.com. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, Janine. Oh, would you hold your book up? I didn't have you do that.
You can do it this way, be a little bit easier. There you go. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we want to let everybody know podcasting is one of the best ways to get the word out about you, your book, and your business. So thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to stop the recording.